grow, still can't stop it. Grow, still can't stop it.
What it do? It's your boy Steph. Okay, so I seen something on Breakfast Club saying that, women, men should be, praised more for them being faithful in relationships, because men do have a hard time being faithful in relationships, right? And by the way, make sure y'all go on that link below. Follow me on Instagram, join the Patreon, and also join and sign up for the course that I have in the link in the description in the comment section. Make sure you join the course. But listen, this is what I want to say. That's false. How can you have a hard time with something when things are not happening to you in those moments? We always have to come back to the root of how the new dating market is for both men and women. So when a woman is single, she has Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, Tinder, if I said that already, Bumble, all these sites. The average woman, fellas, is going to get somebody to hit on them. She's going to get at least 50 to 100 matches when she's on either of these sites. Matches, followers, likes, guys that's interested. Does that make sense? So when you break it down to that, it's like, dang, she always getting something thrown at her. But the man, we're talking about the average man, because women fail to realize. We're not you. And women, y'all have to start thinking it from a perspective of a man. Now let's think it from a man that's single. The average man, we're not talking about anomalies. Men in general. TikTok, Instagram, Tinder, Twitter, Snapchat. He's not going to get likes. He's not going to get followers like that, but he can. He'd have to work harder. He'd have to work harder to get likes. He'd have to work hard and put himself out there to become more high value to get something. The woman just have to exist and be there. That's why I would be a fool to exchange my money for her guts, because I worked hard for my success. She didn't work hard to get what she already was born with. See, ladies, you have to start thinking from a man's perspective. Okay, dang, I'm a woman. I have all these guys approaching me. Does my boyfriend or does this man have the same thing? I'm going to tell y'all something, fellas. When women speak on men, they speak about the top 10 to 1% men. Let me say that one more time. When women speak on men, they speak on the top 10% to the top 1% man. They don't speak on the average. They just speak on a small particular type of man. Why? Because those are the guys that they like. When we talk about women, we're talking about the average woman. These guys are taking out the average woman on dates, and the average woman is flaking on them because she has more options to choose from the guy that's taking her on a date. The man does not have that option. These women get in these relationships with these men, and the average woman have at least 5 dudes hitting her at the grocery store, 10 dudes hitting her up on Snapchat, 10 dudes hitting her up on Facebook, 10 dudes hitting her up on Instagram. Now, don't let her have a body with an average face. Let's times that about 2. So 20 on Instagram, 20 on Snapchat, 20 on Twitter, 20 on Facebook, 20, 40, 60, 80. That's 80 dudes a day. We can say 10 dudes a day. Because every like she gets on Facebook, that like is the guy that wants to dig her out. It's not the same thing when the man. Because the man still has to do the approaching. The man still has to do the seducing. So, it is the theory of a man having a hard time being faithful in a relationship is false. Because the man doesn't get pressured to do anything. He's not pressured with temptation. For those that have a chick, be all about your chick and see how many chicks is going to just do what the men do with the women, with your girl. In other words, do you get 10 DMs a day with these fine chicks or average chicks hitting you up? Dang, you fine. Dang, you look good. Or sending you hard eyes. Do you get that? She gets that. Let her post a selfie. I guarantee you, somebody is sending that selfie to her DM saying, dang, you beautiful. I want to take you out. Dang, you fine. I want to get in your guts. Don't let them be a high value man that's doing better than you. Because now her hypergamy is kicking in. It's not like that for men. Let a man get in a relationship, right? Is he getting women approaching him? No. Not unless he's top 10%. It's not happening. Is he getting hella 100 plus likes on Facebook? No, not unless he's top 10%. That's why women go for dudes who they know won't be faithful to them. Women go for dudes who have the ability to have multiple women. They love that because they are attracted to that, because women think in hives. If she like him, I gotta like her. But if she don't like him, why would I like him? Just like when you get a girlfriend, fellas. Chicks that want a Jew, all of a sudden now they see how cold you are with this chick. He not so bad after all. Let me try to throw something at him. But it's not like swarms of chicks doing that. Maybe one or two. She has swarms of guys doing that on the everyday basis. I have proof on Patreon. Interviewing women. That's why I have receipts on there. Hey, how many guys hit you up a day on Instagram? 8. Just Instagram. Yeah, 8. What about Facebook? 8. That's 16 in one day. That's not including matches. That's not including matches on Tinder. How many women is hitting up the dude that's in a relationship in a day-to-day basis? How many? I hear crickets. So how is it hard for him to be faithful? It's only hard for somebody to be faithful when they have unlimited access to options. Period. And most men in this world, I'm sorry to say this, do not have unlimited access to women. Only the top 1% does. Or the top 10% does. At most, top 20% men do. Women, you have to understand, if you listen to this video right now, we don't have it easy like you. We can't just go to the club and sit on the wall and then have chicks approach us. They'll stare, but we still have to do the approaching. And that's fine. We're going to do that. She's staring. I'm about to shoot my shot. See, you only shoot your shot at the top 10%. You shoot your shot to guys that you know for a fact he don't want you. But you look down on guys who you perceive as you're better than them when they're greater than you. Men have it harder in the dating game. That's just what it is. I wouldn't say we have it harder. It's just that the value that we bring, women don't want that value until they are, in their late 30s, early 30s. In fact, your girl right now can download Tinder right now and get 30 matches within the next hour. Do women have to buy for the boost effect? Or is that just men? Or that just download the app and get a limited amount of swipes and just filter from that. See, a guy can only do that when he's super successful. Success is subjective. A guy can't do that when he's 18, 19, 20 in a relationship with his girl. Say he got a girl in college. A guy can't just open Twitter and get 100 limited matches. If that was the case, I wouldn't exist on here. I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't exist. There's always two sides to certain stories, but one side of the story makes more sense than the other side of the story. And my side of the story makes more sense than when women are saying, oh, men should be praised for it to being faithful. Yeah, because, but what is there to praise if we're not even rejecting nobody? What are you going to reject? One girl out the fucking month? One girl every 3 months? Now, for women have it harder. Women have a hard time being faithful. I would say that. All of us guys over here know that. And we're not mad at that. We're not mad at that. We're not scorned. We're not like, dang, she got hella options. No, we're just having an abundance mindset because I can get those options as well. I just don't have access to it how she has access to it in thin air. She can literally monkey branch in her sleep. The man can't do that. Because he doesn't have the capacity to do that. At least not now. But maybe when he's in his prime. Don't forget to like this video, fellas. Comment, subscribe. Holla back at your boy.